This is Business Tonight. It's good news as well for South Africa as the country bounces out of recession. The economy pulled itself out of the cyclic contraction after expanding by 2.5% in the second quarter. Agriculture, forestry and fishing industries contributed to growth, adding 33.6 percentage points to GDP. In July, the central bank halved its growth forecast for the full year to 0.5% and unemployment remains at nearly 28%. Well, South African economist Pieter Laubthcher joins me now to talk more about this development from South Africa. Many thanks for your time, Pieter. Yes, South Africa has also exited this technical recession, but Finance Minister Gigaba says it's too early to celebrate the growth spurt. Do you think along this line?
Yes, good evening. Yes, I think it's good news that the economy did not dive further. It contracted in the fourth quarter of last year and the first quarter of this year, but now it expanded, which is really good news. However, I agree with the statement that it may be a bit too early to get excited. If you look at the past 18 months, this economy has been growing at 0.5%, and that's year on year. And that's the forecast growth rate, including the latest number for this year as well. And that's not enough. We really have to grow faster. It's for instance, fixed investment did contract in the second quarter, which is not a good sign. We need fixed investment, we need employment creation and faster growth.
Yes, it didn't take South Africa time to exit this recession, but one of those things that took South Africa into that recession was the political turmoil in that country. And of course, poverty, unemployment, inequality, all underpinned this persistent low growth. And it remains a major challenge. But economists say while the figures show the economy has stopped contracting, it will continue to struggle in the short term. Do you also think so?
Yes, I think so. We already see it in the economic indicators for the third quarter. The July indicators for manufacturing, for example, is not good. I think the big uncertainty because of the political contestation affects the business mood. And that's why we're not seeing fixed investment. Businesses on the sidelines, waiting to see what transpire. We need a really convincing boost to confidence and to then ignite fixed investment to get this economy growing. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. We're likely to be faced with significant uncertainty for the foreseeable future.
Yes, from the GDP growth and the pie chart that we have, we see that the government and construction was the lowest, driving that growth. What should the government be doing at this point to sustain the growth?
Yes, that's actually the opposite of what should be happening. The reason for that is that the government finances are under pressure because of too high spending in earlier years. So now when the economy is in recession and the government should be spending more to counter the recession, the government needs to pull back. And that obviously worsens the growth. Although at the same time, I must emphasize that the government obviously will improve its financial position. That is if the broader economy can sustain this movement out of recession. So I think maybe via monetary policy, this movement out of the technical movement out of the recession can be supported further. It needs to, and that will maybe improve the momentum.
Yes, the rand has also been spiking or weakening due to news, either negative or positive, against the dollar since last week. What is Finance Minister Gigaba doing in that area?
No, I don't think. Well, Mr. Gigaba can only, if I mean, his role is to watch over the fiscal finances. So as long as he there are some concerning aspects in terms of moves within the Department of Finance in terms of personnel, which are concerning. It seems like people with experience are being moved out of their posts, and obviously investors are very weary to those sort of things, and I think that would be bad for the economy, for confidence, and eventually the currency. But otherwise, if the finance ministry can maintain prudent policies, that will in time instill confidence.
Pieter Laubthcher, South African economist, many thanks for your time on Business Tonight.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Well, the data provides a platform that we can all build for a more shareable growth path.